Hello, I'm Jashykins, and welcome to my review of the Pretty Little Liars episode Misery Loves Company. And this episode, Spencer finally finds out that Toby is a member of the A-Team. Of course, she doesn't react well, slapping him across the face, and at the end of the episode, she cries at his door. And I was really surprised to learn that a bunch of fans were complaining about how Spencer reacts. And listen, Spencer really loved Toby. She gave up her virginity to him. And so, this was a big relationship. They were going to do, maybe their 1-year anniversary. So it was a fucking big deal. And then for this to happen, of course she's going to be fucking upset. And once you have a love like that, mind you, this is only teen love, but the impact emotionally can still be damaging. I mean, she probably won't go into Bella Swan levels of downness, which are fucking stupid. Because, long story short, Bella's relationship with Edward didn't warrant that. Really fucking unhealthy. But Spencer reacted healthy and normally. So why fucking complain about it? The only thing I have to complain about the Spencer finding out that Toby is part of the A-Team is how it wasn't really showed that much during the episode. There are like 2 scenes with it near the very fucking end. It was just like, this is a big fucking deal. I mean, they even went into the trouble of ruining that during the promo for this episode. I mean, if it was just going to be a little bit of the episode, why show in the promo and basically ruin the whole fucking thing? You should have just left out the promo, because that really got my hopes. So I was like, yes, this is going to be a big scene. Yes, yes, yes. And now, I like a good crazy person in a story. A good crazy person that does what the fuckness. I like Psycho, if you're wondering, both the original and remake. And of course, a bunch of you are going, what's the difference? But anyways, I like Norman Bates. He's a good villain. He's a good fucking crazy villain. And the thing is, in Psycho, it was sort of built up. You could definitely tell he was unhinged. So once you find out the reveal, it's like, yeah, I can definitely see this guy doing it. But last week's episode, Meredith was acting kindly to Arya. I believe I said that I was suspicious. Meredith pulls like a total 180. I can understand her going evil in this episode, because I was sort of expecting that. But she goes totally fucking psycho. Drugs Arya, and basically, and she puts Arya downstairs, then both Emily and Hannah she ends up putting downstairs. Okay, this last point, and then I promise I will move on to some positives. But when a crazy person that you know not to trust says, you should go to this room or downstairs, especially to a dark basement. You don't do that with a person you think is untrustworthy like that. Drugging your best friend, don't do it. And they should like, oh, Meredith, you go first. No, they're like, and they act all fucking shocked when, Meredith ends up locking them in the basement. It's like, no fucking shit. Okay, one last complaint. I promise this will be the real one. Meredith handed Arya, the diary pages last episode. But in this episode, she drugs Arya so that she can steal the pages back. My question? Why not keep the papers in the first place if you're going to have to go through all the trouble to get them back? And, okay, it could be she was trying to provide trust to Arya, but I don't fucking buy it. I like crazy people. I don't like crazy Meredith. I would like crazy Meredith, if it was built up. But anyways, some of the good points. At the end of the episode, Byron and Arya share a good bonding moment where Byron's like, okay, I'm just going to tell my story to the police so you'll believe me. And he's like, all these investigations, and Arya burns the diary pages going, I believe you. And let's forget for a second that Byron might not totally be trustworthy. It was just a sweet moment because basically throughout this series, Byron and Arya have been so distant. So to finally see them have some bonding experience, that was just fucking amazing. It was one of my favorite scenes in the episode. And Caleb has been acting suspiciously, so Hannah has Emily stalk him, basically. And so she finds Caleb with Paige. I believe she saw that, although she turns away, so I can't say with confidence what she saw or didn't see. But anyways, Caleb and Paige are forming like an anti-A team. So it's just like, that's good and all. But what about including the other girls? Because if you don't notice, the liars would be the four members that be most into an anti-A club. So I'm just sort of wondering why two people, but I like that, at least someone is calming Paige down, that Paige is doing something to calm her down, but I'm still like, why? I still like that. And the scene where Hannah's going to apply for a job, which is the reason she sent Emily to track Paige and track Caleb. Hannah has an attack on her by A, and it's good. The lights go out, and at the end, there's a little note saying, "Hey, next blah blah blah, I'll leave you faceless," and she turns over and there's a doll. And that was sort of creepy a little bit, like, hey, if you mess around again, I'm going to cut off your fucking face. Or acid or something. Let's see what else. Yeah, there was Crazy Meredith was like a big portion of the episode. But before Spencer finds out that Toby is A, it was really fun. Just, I would say in a guilty pleasure sort of way, but I'm sort of say all my guilty pleasures to people, so it's like, why bother with the term? But it was nice seeing Spencer getting excited with her mom, and they're excited about, for planning a surprise for Toby. Pretending that Spencer's at dinner so she can get dinner for Toby and they can have a romantic dinner. So it was, mind you, I've never had something like that. If you're wondering, as you can probably guess by stereotyping me, hi trolls, that I wasn't really romantically involved with anyone until college. So, and none of my few relationships, ended with me doing a surprise like that. And if you're wondering, I'm not complaining about there being few, because my latest of my few relationships, I am engaged and I'm fucking happy about it, and I couldn't be happier with best guy, Rev Resner, hi. But yeah, but just seeing her so excited to do something like that was like, it was just sweet and touching, and aww. Reminding me of younger years I never fucking had. For one thing, I can't cook. Trust me, you don't want me to cook anything for you. But anyways, I think I've taken up enough of your time. People who have not clicked off the video. Anyways, Pretty Little Liars, Misery Loves Company. My really main complaint is that they didn't do more with the Spencer finding out that Toby is A, because that should have been such a bigger part of the episode. I love the parts they did include for us, but it should have been so much more. Because I love their relationship, and I would like to see them breaking apart more in this episode. And I have been Jashykins, owner at jashykins.blogspot.com. If you want to contact me for whatever reason, say, let's talk about Pretty Little Liars. Say, what do you think will happen now that Spencer knows that Toby is part of the A team? And you can contact me on Facebook at facebook.com/jashykins fanpage, or on Twitter at jashykins. And if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe, like, do whatever you feel like after that. I don't fucking care. If you're watching this on my blog, thank you just for watching, and share amongst friends and leave a comment below. And before I go, I can't wait to see next week's episode, just because, as I said, I am interested to see how the split between Spencer and Toby goes. It's not a happy thing, but I just like really down depressing shit. And until next video, goodbye.